Hey guys, what's up? We're back with a build video. Today we're doing Caliban's Hand with the Photo Galvanic and Cauterize armor set bonuses from the Lustrous armor set from Solstice. And yeah, we're just blowing shit up. I'm gonna be real, as that's what Caliban's does. Your proximity knife scorches targets it damages with its explosions or ignites targets on final blow. After throwing a proximity knife, you gain increased melee regeneration until the knife explodes. So you do kind of want to set them up like traps at times. If you know where enemies are coming out of, you can throw one near a spawn door so it'll blow up when an ad walks out. That way you get that improved regeneration speed while that first knife is sitting near that spawn door. And of course we're going to build into this with Gunslinger, the Hunter Solar subclass. And we also have Yeartide Apex to build into with the Ignitions and Dragon's Breath, simply because with this loadout you can have all three champ mods if you so desire. Of course you have the ability to Scorch and cause Ignitions with Solar Hunter as well as Caliban's, so that is already intrinsically unstop as well. But you get Barrier from Retrograde, Overload from SMGs, and Dragon's Breath is intrinsically unstop as well. So yeah, you're set to go. And then for our subclass, we're running Blade Barrage because why not? There's more explosions if we're being real. Of course, Gambler's Dodge to get our knife back if we miss, or if something else happens. Sometimes these proximity knives can be weird, and they'll go through Vex Goblin's legs or take this weird route. It's kind of freaky. Healing Nade, because of all the ignitions will be causing, you can and probably will blow yourself up at times. That's okay. That's what this build is all about. I definitely would not recommend this for higher level activities, like anything above GM or higher. But in anything else, it's just a fun build to blow shit up with. Knock 'em down is nice because while Radiant, final blows with your equipped throwing knife will fully refund your melee energy. And on your mark as well, just for those precision final blows, while at 3 stacks, make you Radiant for a short time to have another source for Radiant. And to just have more Radiant, we're going to have Ember of Torches. Powered melee attacks against combatants make you and nearby allies Radiant. Ember of Searing, defeating scorched targets grants melee energy and creates a fire sprite. Ember of Beams, your solar super projectiles have stronger target acquisition. That's mostly for Blade Barrage, so you don't necessarily need that. Ember of Wonder, rapidly defeating multiple targets with a solar ignition, generates an orb of power. And Ember of Eruption, your solar ignitions have increased area of effect. That's also going to give you 10 plus melee to your melee stat as well. And for our armor, as I mentioned, the Lustrous armor set will be really nice for this because rapid solar final blows will heal you. That will count with Dragon's Breath and Yeartide, as well as rapid final blows with your throwing knife or blade barrage. But it would also work well with the raid armor, as that extends Radiant or Restoration. And if you don't have either, Bushido is just a fantastic set in general, as the 2-piece set bonus is really all you need. That will give you healing with freshly drawn or reloaded weapons when you get final blows with said weapons. And then if you want to build into that even further, when you get a final blow with a bow, shotgun, or sword, it will reduce incoming damage, and damaging targets with those weapons will then extend the effect. Our armor mods, of course, playing into our melee with double hands-on, as well as a harmonic siphon to get those orbs from those rapid solar final blows. We're going to get class ability energy when we cause damage with our powered melee. That's to build into the Gambler's Dodge. And then, of course, making an orb with our melee final blows as well. Damage resist whatever you see fit. Invigoration on in case, again, we miss our knife. That's just a way to build it back a little bit faster, as well as Absolution, which you don't need. You could throw Surge on. I just throw it on because it's nice to get your abilities back a little bit faster, especially Healing Grenade, because my grenade stat isn't too high. And then we have a Distribution, Outreach, and Reaper, because we are going to be dodging every once in a while. So, extra Orb of Power if we need that. You could throw on Time Dilation instead, or if your class is super low, generally speaking, I wouldn't worry too much about it, but you could throw a class font on or utility kickstart. Powerful attraction is also always solid, but generally you want to use it in a build where your class ability is the main focus. So now my Guardian isn't loading, but that's it for the explanation of the build and the mods and how all that stuff works. Enjoy some gameplay in the background of the build. Again, this is just a fun little Explodey build. There's not too many ignition builds on Hunter, and I just threw this one together. Of course, Warlock has the benefit of being the ignition character. If you wanted to throw on Dawn Chorus or Inoa or any of those Solar Warlock exotics, they are going to ignite the world, but this Hunter build is not bad. It's not great, but it's fun. Anyway, see you in the next one.